Aloha world, Jessica here, and I'm here again to share with you an Ascension update. And I'm basing it around the new moon in Scorpio, October 30, 31st, depends where in the world you are located. So basically, I want to bring forward this energy, which is the archetypal energy that's at bay here, which is that of the unhealthy lover in sex and sexual relationships, sexuality, whatever works for you, but it's the unhealthy or the shadow side of the feminine and the masculine in relationships and what that brings. So, just to add as well, the scorpionic energy is a sign of water and it's deeply, deeply emotional and reserved about it. It's sort of the dark in this. What's been coming up too is the abuse of water, okay? The way we drink it, not appreciating it, and also alcohol. Yeah, alcohol has been a point of focus in the last couple of weeks and will continue to be in the next week or so, in how we abuse our bodies. So what liquids we put into our bodies, what are we polluting our water with, okay, our internal waters. This is also symbolic on the collective with the Dakota pipeline in America and the fight for the sacred waters, not polluting the waters. So we're looking at the emotions here, how we pollute our emotions, the thoughts we think, especially when it comes to relationships sexually. So the unhealthy lover, the archetype of that I want to focus on is the female fatale. So in other words, the woman who can become destructive when she feels her power is being threatened. Okay, and I want to focus on one archetype in particular, which is Harley Quinn. And she in Batman is the Joker's partner or wife, girlfriend. And basically her story is she was his psychiatrist or psychologist and she fell in love with him and then he escaped the institution and she turned out to be crazy Joker girlfriend too. And basically they wanted to kill each other but they loved each other. Very destructive. But what's symbolic about their relationship is what we all hold in us when we are hurt. Also when we fear sharing vulnerability. Also the unhealthy side of our emotions, yeah? When they can become explosive or implosive. So come within, we can express the shadow of that. So what's been cleansing out in the last few weeks has really been the unhealthy aspects of the lover, right? Being mirrored maybe in relationships that are coming your way, or you may be thinking about old relationships. For males, you may be reevaluating or reassessing your role in relationships with females. Anger might be coming up as well. And same for the females, you might be extra watery this week. Really, really feeling what's been cleansing out is the grief of all past relationships in which you couldn't express your shadow side, or you couldn't through ancestral beliefs, conditioning. It's been purging through the collective, and it's sort of one of the, I wouldn't say harder, but difficult ones because it's the emotions, the watery aspects of ourselves that we've been suppressing for many lifetimes. So that's why it's a little bit more challenging. But it's all bringing us to a sense of peace if we allow it. So my message to you, beautiful, beautiful people, is do not suppress whatever is going on. Do not run. Scorpionic energy is incredibly deep. It's incredibly passionate and it values sex and values trust. And this is some of most actually of where our wounds lie around this part of us, our bodies, our sacredness, our emotions. So it's really getting us into that state of reverence. So do not be alarmed. Do not feel like, everyone's against you or relationships are doomed. If you're single or in a partnership, it doesn't matter. This is still purging it on some level. So it's the bigger picture is getting you in touch with your sacred water, your internal navigation system, your own pipelines, let's just say. Yes, it's a replumbing. But this time it's purging out the shadow, or it's sort of bringing the shadow to the surface of sexuality and trust. It's showing you the deeper levels of yourself. It's getting to know yourself. So allow yourself in this time to be receptive. Okay, because the Scorpio ascends once it understands that its emotions are there to help, not hinder, and it ascends into the eagle. The Scorpio has two symbols, the Scorpio and the eagle. So allow your wings to spread, but be connected to your emotions. So it's not a running away or a swimming away. It's a real presence. So stay present with what is coming up for you. And what also may be present too is judging what comes up for you. And this is what we suppress, judging that part of you that once allowed yourself to be fooled by someone that you may have had a sexual relationship with. And we've sort of covered this up as a collective with all the knowledge. If I know better, this will never happen. And you may have experienced feeling fooled again and again, whether it be through partnerships, small ones or big ones. But don't allow this to dishearten you. Okay, this is just showing you a pattern that you're holding, not trusting yourself to see yourself through. So the Scorpionic energy is about freshness in this area, okay, in the area of trust, sharing, and sexual vulnerability. Okay, so really give reverence to the waters within, because that reverence, that respect, also symbolically project out and reverence without waters of the earth. So thank you for listening, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week, year, and love to you.